Today we will be discussing white-collar crimes in the educational system. I chose this topic because I'm currently a college student and would like to learn more about crimes that occur in the educational system to help prevent them. Knowing and understanding such crimes will help me identify specific situations to try and avoid them. White-collar crimes in the educational system can be done by professionals, students, and anyone else involved in the education system. There are several crimes that can be committed by professionals, which include research misconduct, ghostwriting, pecuniary-oriented offenses, and sexual harassment. Research misconduct refers to professors who engage in wrongdoing during the course of their research. These can include fabricating data, masking findings, plagiarism, and treating research subjects unethically. The fabrication of data refers to when professors make up data or include false data in their research to present to their students. Masking findings refers to the professors who are not truthful about the findings of their research. Plagiarism is similar to masking findings because it means that professors don't cite their sources correctly or try to take credit for the work and research they found. Treating research subjects unethically refers to the professors taking credit for someone else's work and not correcting their mistakes. It does happen sometimes when citations are not written correctly, but it's another thing when professors do it intentionally and don't correct their work. These are considered white-collar crimes because professors have a high degree in education and are not acceptable to make such mistakes. The financial consequences of research misconduct can severely affect the college or university. When an allegation is made for research misconduct, the federal funding for a school can decrease or even be withheld. Schools also pay for the cost of an investigation when there is an allegation made. Such fees include legal costs, salaries for faculty, witnesses, and administrators included in the investigation, and potential damage to researchers' careers. These fees can range from $100,000 to $2 million per allegation. Preventive methods that can be taken include educating employees of research institutions about the signs of research misconduct, reassuring workers that there are no repercussions for reporting it, and to encourage article reviewers to watch for it. The consequences of research misconduct include the offender getting fired or forced to resign, financial repercussions for the institution, and gives a negative view on the institution. Ghostwriting refers to situations in which professors or researchers have their work written by someone else, but the professor's name appears on the work. Research shows it occurs more in research articles than in reviews and editorials. In some cases, ghost authors are hired by pharmaceutical companies to allow professors' names to be on papers. An example of ghostwriting is that top scientists can be labeled honorary authors, though in print it appears that they were actually contributing authors. Colleges and universities also suffer from financial consequences when ghostwriting takes place. Preventive methods include authors having to sign a form indicating they are only authors of the manuscript and that all the authors listed also contributed to the manuscript. Legal consequences include a ban on submitting future articles. Their articles are removed or retracted, and the author's institution are notified. Pecuniary-oriented offenses are another form of crimes in the education system. It refers to the misbehaviors that are committed by professionals or for economic gain that come along with the commission of the offenses. There are several forms of pecuniary-oriented offenses: embezzlement, textbook fraud, double billing, and engaging in unapproved outside work. Embezzlement is a form of pecuniary-oriented offenses. It occurs when faculty members steal funds from an account to which they have access. When embezzlement occurs within an institution, they also suffer financial consequences. Preventive methods to be taken include creating a hotline for faculty and staff reporting suspicious behavior without the fear of repercussions, and educating employees with clear policies and procedures regarding ethics, fraud, and abuse. The legal consequences include the institution to encounter financial repercussions as well as the individual serving jail time or paying restitution. Textbook fraud is another form of pecuniary-oriented offenses and occurs when faculty sell the complimentary textbooks they receive from publishers to book dealers who resell the books. Publishers lose about $60 million a year to textbook fraud. Preventive methods that can be taken include forbidding institutions of the selling of complimentary textbooks, forbidding book dealers on campus, and having clear rules and guidelines for employees to follow. The legal consequences include the institution undergoing financial repercussions with the individual serves time in jail or pays restitution. Double billing is another form of pecuniary-oriented offenses. It occurs when professors bill more than one source for the same effort of work or reimbursement. More than $10 million is lost per year due to double billing. Some preventive measures can include having clear policies and guidelines for double billing and educating students and faculty on double billing with ways to avoid it and watch out for it. The legal consequences include the institution undergoing financial repercussions and the offender serves jail time or pays restitution. Another form of pecuniary-oriented offenses is when professors engage in unapproved outside work. The three types of ways faculty commit workplace offenses are research-based conflicts of interest, teaching and service-based conflicts of interest, and time-based conflicts of interest. These behaviors are not always considered illegal, but they can be if a professor were to consistently cancel class due to outside work that was not approved by the institution. The costs involve the institution undergoing financial repercussions. To prevent such behaviors, institutions can reassure faculty in assigning work for canceling classes or time off, as well as engage with the students. Consequences for such behaviors include professors facing formal or informal repercussions from their supervisors or university administrators. Sexual harassment refers to the range of behaviors where employees perform sexually inappropriate action against their colleagues or students. These behaviors include gender harassment, which are sexist remarks or behaviors, seductive harassment, which is inappropriate sexual dances, sexual bribery, which refers to offering rewards for sex, and sexual coercion, which involves threatening punishment to get sex. To prevent such measures, institutions can reassure students and faculty about the safe environment that is set in place for everyone, and to set clear rules and guidelines regarding sexual harassment. The legal consequences include the offenders getting fired or forced to resign and serving jail time. Very few professors end up prosecuted in the criminal justice system for their misdeeds. More often, administrative sanctions are applied by the university. There are several types of discipline that professors receive in place of imprisonment. These include oral, written, or recorded reprimands, loss of benefits such as promotions, restitution or fines, salary reductions, and suspensions with or without leave. Usually, universities cannot place professors on leave without pay until or after a hearing has occurred. Students, just like professors, can commit white-collar crimes in the educational system. These crimes include offenses students commit on their jobs, where they take advantage of their school job, academic dishonesty, where students cheat or plagiarize, and internet or digital piracy, which are computer crimes. To prevent such crimes, schools should implement aggressive academic dishonesty policies while using available tools to identify cases of academic dishonesty. They also have programs or computer software to detect such crimes. If serious enough, students can get caught up in the criminal justice process, but most of the time the school will take action to punish the students. This might include their scholarship taken away if they had one. They won't be eligible for student loans, and they can even get kicked out of the program. It all depends on the crime that was committed and how serious it was. People who commit such serious crimes do not believe in God and are drowning in sin. They are selfish and live for the flesh, meaning they are acting for their own personal gain. Sometimes there are moral and ethical reasons why people commit crimes, like to get money so they can provide food for their family. But white-collar crimes do not fit that perspective, especially in the educational system. There's an importance of religious communities because they integrate individuals through shared beliefs and social relationships with the latter perspective of a personal and moral God. There is a negative effect of religion on tolerance of crime because it weakens with modernization, and in societies it is characterized by a belief in an impersonal or inactive God. There is no justification for the actions of people who commit such crimes, but it is never too late for them to reach out to the hand of God so He can save them from their sins they are drowning in. And that wraps up my PowerPoint for the crimes in the educational system. Thank you.